Hey everyone, it's Imran Web Squadron. I'm going to be doing something similar to what I did last week, which was where I was. Whoa, I just realised my Pepsi bottle's in the shot of the camera. Where do I put it? I'll have to put it over there. I'll be recording lots of videos. I think I've got 7 I might try and get done this morning. Hey Holland, getting videos done Monday morning is a pretty good strategy for me at the moment. So I just want to get 7 videos done. So you're going to be watching as I record, but carry on conversing. Hey Holland, by the way, conversing behind the scenes. But if I don't reply to your comments, hey, hello, Hiroshin, hey, Jong, if I don't reply to your comments, just bear with me because I am going to be recording and doing my own thing, okay? So let me just get my prep work done for my first video. Just check everything's okay. Update to version 6.2. No, we're not going to do that yet. Okay, yeah. So I'm just getting ready to record 7 videos. Hope you're all okay. Hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you're feeling good. For those of you that are wondering, on Friday, because the Queen died, I thought just out of respect I wouldn't go live. I know some people have said you could have still gone live, but I was a bit like, just out of respect, I didn't know her. It's not like she is subscribed to my channel or anything, but I just thought it was a good idea not to. DC Jong, what are the videos? One of them is a pop-up button close. One of them is quotes. One of them is basic gallery. One of them is ensuring your web fonts load. Removing unused JavaScripting. Some web design tips. And then one about hero banners and stuff like that. Yeah, Holland, send it. I mean, to be honest, I might not look at it, Holland, for another hour. Okay? But I'm going to crack on. Please don't forget to hit like if you haven't already. So let me get into my rhythm now. I've got to get into my rhythm. Blah, 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 blah. Just getting my vocals. When you record videos, you got to make sure you got a clear throat. You got to stretch your vocal cords a bit as well. Because if you just get into recording, you might sound a bit flat. Hey everyone, how you doing? So you really got to bring the energy, bring the excitement, get out of the monotone. You got to bring it. So, hey Web Squadron. Hey Imran. Hey Web Squadron. Hey, hey, hey. So I'm about to record video 1. So I'm going to be doing 7 videos. This is behind the scenes. You get to see how much I mess up and how much I hopefully get it on board as well. Right, let's make sure we get this right. Just make sure this is big enough. I think that should be big enough. Cool. Hey, Peter. Right, so please bear in mind, everyone, I'm about to hit record now. I'm recording videos like I was last week, so just bear with me. I've got about 7 to do, all right? Hey, creating videos. Creating videos. See that? Got it wrong straight away. Creating videos. That's not what we're talking about. Clear your head, clear your head. Hey, creating pop-ups in Elementor is super, super easy. We've got loads of videos on that. But what if you want to add a custom close button? Most of us are quite used to hitting the X when you have a pop-up, but did you know you can actually add in a button or anything else you want to close down that pop-up? Let's get into it. Hey, Critical Worth, you're right. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is just very quickly... First thing I'm going to do is just create a dummy pop-up. Go to Template, Save Template, and you just hit Add New. In the template type, click pop-up and give it a name that you will recognize in future. I'm going to call it close pop, and we're going to hit create template. Now, because I just want to show you how you could create your own custom button or icon or whatever for the close bit, I'm just going to pick a custom one over here. So I'm not too fussed about the way it looks. Let's just go for this one here. Scratch that. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's not do that one. Let's not do that one. I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong one. Leave. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Let's go here. Close pop. Create template. Let's go for... Rewind, rewind, rewind. The purpose of this video is to go over the custom close buttons. Let's just pick one of these templates. Obviously, if you are struggling or you're brand new to creating a pop-up, please do go watch our videos where we go over the width, the height, and all of that, and some of the settings. So what we have here is a pop-up. Something's not right about this. What's wrong with this? Just bear with me. I'm just trying to check something's not right with this. Why is the... I'm losing my thread right now. I had this all worked out. Damn it. Where's the close? Why is the close button not showing? Let's give it a white button. Where the hell is the close button? Probably easier if I just create one from scratch, right? A pop-up, like, where's the flipping... Is that it there? Oh, you're kidding me. That is a bit of a rubbish template, right? Hey, Dr. Stick. So this really stupid template that I've just gone and picked, the pop-up was like out of screen. Anyway, right, back onto scratch. Okay. I'm recording videos, by the way, if anyone's wondering what the heck is going on here. And that so far it's gone from bad to worse, but we're going to get it back on track. So here we have a pop-up where you can book. I mean, this could be a subscribe form. It might even be a precursor to getting a coupon code or a downloadable product, PDF, something like that. But over here in the top right, you can see the close button. Now, quite normally, when you have a pop-up, you click the X and it closes down. Maybe you're going to have like a pop-up canvas menu or something like that. But did you know that you can actually customize this? Well, when I say customize, what I mean is get rid of it and add in your own button to close the pop-up. Let me just show you what I mean. If I click, well, make sure you're on the pop-up, go down here to your bottom left and hit the settings, and you're in the pop-up settings. Obviously, we have a close button over there. And when you go to the style of that close button, you are a little bit limited as to what you can do. We can make it be bigger or smaller. We can change the orientation of it. So like we could do the horizontal positioning. We could even do the vertical positioning as well. So you could even put it outside as well, okay, which isn't going to be a great idea. You know, if you've got a white screen, you've got a white close button. But remember, I'm losing my thread, everyone. I'm losing my train of thought at the minute. Yeah, recording videos, everyone. Don't forget to hit like if you are watching, okay? And of course, you can change the icon color as well. So I could make it a black, a red, any color I want. What I'm going to do is get rid of this button and add a custom one in. So I'm going to go over to the settings for the pop-up and I am going to get rid of that close button. just deactivate it, okay? You don't need it to be there. Instead, I'm going to add in a button. Now, please bear in mind, you could use an icon, a button, you could even use an animated icon, you could use whatever you want, but we're just going to go for a really simple one, which is a button. So let's just drag in a button. I'm just going to pop it up there for now, okay? Don't worry about the positioning of that above the image. I am going to maneuver it. I am now going to change this to actually say close, like that. And over here where we have the link, I'm going to change that to be a close pop-up. So I'm going to click dynamic tags, and then I'm going to scroll down to pop-up. Now, quite normally, when we do this, you would assign this to a pop-up, and we normally go for like open, but there is the option to close. So if we now click the spanner or wrench, I am now going to go and click close pop-up. And that's literally it. If you go to open, you now have to pick the pop-up you're going to open. But if you've already activated that via another icon or another button, we can now say that this button will be close, like that. Pretty simple at the moment. I'm just going to really quickly stylize this now. Just give it some... I'm not going to spend too long on this, by the way. I just want to make it stand out a little bit like that. And then what we're going to do is just position it. So I'm going to go to advanced. I'm going to make sure this is a custom width, number 1. And then I'm going to go to positioning. And this is where you could be, well, you could, if you want, just, you know, do what you normally do when you create a section or a container or anything, align it, you know, add some margin padding or whatever. Or you could just pick up absolute. The button is now over here. Just pick up the button and position it to be wherever you want. In fact, let's just make this button have a black background just so it stands out a little bit there. So if that was now published and that was now activated, rather than you having a close button or the close icon with the X, you can now hit the button. That will close the pop-up. But why is that significant? What if, for instance, you wanted to go a step further? You could, if you want, start to add in buttons, for instance, that maybe... I'm just having a think about something. Just bear with me a moment. Just bear with me a moment. Just having to think about something. Could you have where it? Just had a thought. Just had a thought on something. No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sorry, I just had a funny thought about something I was going to do. And no, I'm not going to do that. So where was I? So if you don't want to have a button... Getting it wrong, mate. I don't know what's up with me. I'm not in the right mood. Let me just add in an icon as well. I don't have to talk about it. Custom width. Make that be absolute. Let's move that icon to be over there. Let's just give it a white icon. And let's pick... what kind of icon should we go for? Close? No, not close. Shut. Leave. What can we go for? Cross. I don't know. Let's go for that one. Let's go for that over there. Skull and bones. Right. So I've really quickly just added in an icon with the skull and bones. And again, the same principle applies. Remember, you could do this with an animated icon or a Lottie or something. So if I go in and assign this to be a pop-up like that, spanner and wrench again, and this time we're going to go for close pop-up. What we now have are 2 ways to close this pop-up. So if you're happy with the cross, go for it. But if you want to add something a little bit varied or a little bit different with a little bit of a message or something like that, you can now assign your own button. Hey, I'm Imran Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share and follow. I'll see you. Damn, that was a bit of a disaster, but we got there. The main thing is we got there. but that could have been a disaster of a video. I have to say that I really do hate it when I'm not all over the place, but when I'm kind of falling over myself when I'm recording. I don't like that. Because we don't need to save this. I really don't like that. You have it all set out in your head how you're going to record and what you're going to do, and then you just tumble, like you fall off the edge. And I hate that feeling. Right, let's now go over to this page here. Let's go to edit with Elementor. By the way, don't forget to hit like if you are liking or not. You know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to like everything. Right, video number 2. Video number 2. Hey, it's Imran Web Squadron. I want to talk to you about quotes. I'm not talking about the quote widget that you get in Elementor. I'm just talking about plain old text where you might do something like this, and you've gone and put in some quote marks or speech marks or something like that. Depending on the font you've selected, like this is the Lato one, you might get quotes that actually don't really look like quotes. Now, there's a lot of people out there, they're going to say, what's your problem? That is a quote. I can tell it's a quote. But for some people, it's not. Because it's not the traditional way of where we have the little curly, I'm probably not demonstrating this very well, but you know where we'd have the curly speech marks. Now, there is a way to get around that, so I am going to make a copy of both of these over here, right, just so you can see them. Now, this second one over here, oh, flipping out, what's it done? Why has it done that for? Why has it done that? Why has it done that for? Right, switch it, change it around, stay on focus, right. So I'm going to make those quotes be a little bit more curly. Now, of course, there are ways you could do this with loads more HTML and other funky gunky stuff, but I'm going to give you a really simple way. I am going to get rid of the speech marks that we currently have there. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the title box here, and I'm going to type in, inside the parentheses, I'm going to put in a Q, and I'm going to close that off as well. And can you see what we've got then? I might just make the font bigger, just so it's a bit more clearer. It's still not the perfect curliness. Like if you pick Times New Roman, it would look wonderful. But that is now more curlier than what we got traditionally with just the Lato, if you just put quotes or speech marks in there. You don't necessarily have to do this, but from an accessibility point of view, in making people understand it's a quote or a speech or something like that, this can help you out. And it's a really, really simple tip. Just put Q and then close off the Q inside the parentheses, as you can see over here. There's nothing much more to say about it. You either like it or you hate it. Hey, I'm Imran, Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you. That's video 2. That is video 2. Just check their recording. Screen recording 12. Yep, they're both recording. It's not really a groundbreaking video, that one, to be honest, is it? That's just like... It's not a groundbreaking video. It's just quotes, because some people have mentioned it. Now, this next one has caught a few people out, and I'm going to try and give a few tips on what to do about it. That being said, the tips I'm going to give aren't going to work for everyone, but I just want to kind of explain it. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? Yeah, just recording videos. I've got about 7 I want to get done. I've done 2. And now I move on to, I don't want to say the easy ones, but they're not that difficult. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 videos I want to do. I hope you're all okay, by the way. Did you all have a good weekend? I can't hear you. Not really. No, I'm joking. Right. Let's just do let's just go to a page. Where are we going? Test page. Let's go to this test page. Is there anything on here? No, there isn't. Let's just put this at the top. This is where I've just got to do a bit of prep work now before we start building. 50 and 50 there as well. I'm on the latest Elementor, Jong. I'm on it. I've got no issue, but I don't use Elementor add-ons and stuff, right? So I can say that. I've had no problem. Hello. I'm on the latest Elementor. I'm okay. Right, okay. Right. Hey, this is a problem. No, that was wrong. Hey, this is a problem if you... Get it right, get it right. If you don't have Elementor Pro, you will come across this problem. I'm talking about gallery. Now in Elementor Pro, we got advanced gallery and we have features and settings where we can say on the desktop, we want to show 4 or 5 columns, on the tablet 3, and when you get to the mobile 1 or 2. But if you're on Elementor 3 and you go to the basic gallery as I am over here, and let's just drag it over here. Ugh, said that wrong. Start that again. What you'll find is when you get to mobile, it doesn't allow you to show more than 1 column. Let me just give you an example. Let's drop the basic gallery in and let's just drop in some images. So I've just dropped in a load of images and we're going to set the image size to be full, and we are now going to decide on the columns. I'm going to go for 5 just to show you that there is some variation over there. I'm not going to go through the settings of the basic gallery. This isn't the point of the video. It's just about what happens when you then get to the mobile. Now, if I put this onto responsive mode and we go into mobile over here, can you see now, right? Over here, there is no setting for me to decide, well, in the mobile, I want it to be 2. So look, if I go and put in 2, it will actually do that for the desktop. So this field over here for columns, this is only going to work for the desktop. Now, a lot of people kind of complain about that, but to be honest, if you're not going to go for Elementor Pro, that's one of the reasons why you got to go to Elementor Pro. But can you get around that? Yes, you can. However, it means duplicating a section and then hiding sections. Now, if you care about bloat or the loading of images on your website, this is not always recommended. But if you got Elementor free and you're not going to go down the pro route, let me show you how you do that. So we have a section where we currently have 4 columns. I am going to now duplicate basically that widget. You could do it via section if you want. And I would probably recommend you do it via a section, because what we're going to do is add in a column. If you do it this route, like here, you're going to have to add in an inner section, which isn't a great idea. So let's now undo that. What we'll do is we will now add in another section. So we've got a duplicate. We got the original one down here where it will show, in fact, let's just sort that one out. This section is fine for the desktop, but for the mobile, it doesn't look good. So we're going to go to advanced, go to responsive, and we are going to say hide this on the tablet and the mobile. Okay, tablet and mobile, we are going to hide it. Let's go back over to this section now. We're going to go to responsive and we're going to say hide this on the desktop. But we won't do it yet until I've done it, because if I do it now, you're going to get this hash effect. So let's just leave it for now. What I'm now going to do is actually duplicate that column like that. Into this column over here, I am going to say set this to be 1. And over here, I'm going to say set this to be 1 as well. Now, at the moment, we are duplicating the content completely. So this is where you're going to have to now go through and go, well, okay, in this gallery in column 1, I don't want that image, that image, that image, and that image. Okay, start to define what you're going to show. And in the second column, I'm going to get rid of the first 4 images over like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So what we should now have is we have the original desktop version, which shows all the images, which is fine. We have no issue with that. But over here, we're going to have 4 images in column 1 and 4 images in column 2, obviously to avoid duplication. You are going to have to mess around with it. So let me just get rid of the margins and padding here. You know, depending on the look you're going for within your website. Let's now just switch this over to be the mobile. As you can see, column 1 is above column 2. And that's because of the size of them. So I'm just going to go over to this section and I'm going to just change the padding a little bit, just so we have something like that. I'm then going to go to column 1. So the section I just changed the padding. In column 1, the layout, I'm going to make this be 50%. And for column 2, I'm going to make the layout for this also be 50%. Can you now see what we have done? If I now go over to this section and I say for responsive, hide it on the desktop. By the way, I think this has got loads of padding at the bottom. No, it hasn't. So why is it doing that? Oh, no, ignore it. So if we now just view this on... so if we now view this on preview on the desktop, we get the 4-column approach. This is the basic gallery on Elementor, okay? If we now switch over to the mobile, I can't see the original desktop one, and I now have my 2-column approach for the mobile, okay? So this is a way to do it. If you're not going to do Elementor Pro, I would strongly recommend you do that so you reduce the amount of extra add-ons that you're going to need within your website. But I see this problem crop up a lot, but this is how you get to have 2 columns or 3 columns or whatever you want to do on the mobile with Elementor Free Basic Gallery. Hey, I'm Imran Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you. Explosion! Bada bing, bada... Hey, where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Stop recording! Okay, cool. Yeah. By the way, hey, Dave. Sorry I didn't say hi to you. And Mark Taylor. Sorry if I didn't say hi. Deesh Jong, when you say anyone has problems, was there anything wrong with that? No cool updates, Jimmy. Yes, so Holland, you've said, can I make a video copying a page from Elementor website? Depends on what the page is, mate. Email me the page. What page do you mean? Hey, Soren, I'm just recording. Hey, Rajat, I'm just recording. Right? In the background. Right, that was video number 3. What time is it? Yeah, okay. We're doing all right on time. That was video 3. Right, video 4. Video kill the radio store. Right, let's go for page speed insights. Wait a minute. I need to get a screenshot of this. Column 1 and column 2. We'll go for a 1 as well. Something like that. Sorry, just bear with me. Copy. I just got to get a screenshot, you see. If I don't get a screenshot, I'm a dead man. 2.5. Oh, flips. 2. I can't type. 0.5. Why is it not doing that? We'll just go with 2. Just let it go, Imran. Just let it go. Right, let me just get a screenshot. I need to get a screenshot. If I don't get the screenshot, I'm a dead man. Screenshot is obviously for the cover art when I do that. So I need to get a screenshot like that. Capture center desktop. Cool. Yeah. Sauron is on the roll with saying hi to everyone. Hey Mia, I'm just recording. All right, behind the scenes recording. Don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to hit like. Right, let's close that down. Page speed insights. Let's get this page over here. Let's run that. That should work. Snippets. Right. Excellent. That one's not loaded. That one's not loaded. I know, sorry. I don't know why I was getting mad at myself there. Sometimes I forget that I'm not in font. You know when you're in font and you can go up? Sometimes I forget that and it drives me crazy. You know when you forget the basics? There we go. View details. Let's get that on the screen. This is a test website, by the way. This is a test website. There we go. That's the problem I want to attack. Oh, and I want to plugins. Where is it? Deactivate that. Let's just analyze that. Ugh. Right. So this video will be about I'm just getting into the groove, everyone. I'm just getting into the groove, okay? I'm getting into the groove. Just getting into the groove, all right? Getting into the groove. Right. Let's start recording. Right. Getting a high page speed score on your mobile or your desktop is important for some. I like to do that. But isn't it annoying when you look at the recommendations and you scroll down and over here it says ensure text remains visible during web font load. And you sort of kind of go, yeah, why is it even giving me that message? Why is it telling me about these fonts? Because when I go over to my website, I've already custom loaded them. They're already in there. In fact, I've regenerated my CSS and I've even ensured that within my Auto-Optimize plugin or Asset Cleanup or anywhere else, I am preloading them. So why the heck am I still getting this warning? I don't know. But there is a solution to help yourself out with it. Now, what you're going to need to do is add in a code snippet. Now, if you're not familiar with code snippets, I strongly recommend Now, if you're not familiar with code snippets, you've got to get this on your website. If you're planning to do anything where you're messing around with the theme or the style of your website, I don't like to do child themes. I like to stay protected. And code snippets, it is a free plugin. Go and get it. And the amount of stuff you can do with your website, you'll thank me later. Anyway, what you do is, once you've got the code snippets installed, you go over to snippets down here, and we are going to create a brand new one over here. You hit add new. You give it a title and you dump in a bit of code. Just hit the microphone. You hit add new. You hit add new. You add a title and then you drop in the bit of code. Now, I've already done it over here and a copy of the code will be in the description for you to go and click and go and get a copy of it. This is called Ensure Fonts Loaded. Let's just click that. So that's the title I've given. And here is the code. I've done nothing more to it other than that. You take that code and you paste it in exactly as it is, okay? You do not change it. What you then do is hit Save Changes and hit Activate. Now, if you've put in the code incorrectly, you might get a warning message pop up and you roll back. But you shouldn't get a warning message. It is very simple, so make sure you've done that to the code. The second thing you want to do is go back to where you've got your custom fonts. It's already preloaded. But what you need to do is go and click Edit. You must hit Edit and hit Update. Because what you're actually doing is you're regenerating it behind the scenes, okay? Even though it's edited, even though you've already added it, you've already uploaded it and updated it, you got to hit it again. Make sure you do that. Then go over to Elementor, go to Tools down here, and hit Regenerate Files and Data. Now, technically, that is it. Because now if you go over to Page Speed Insights and you refresh, that web font issue will disappear. And at this point, I now just have to sit and wait, and I bet it doesn't work. I know it works because I use this method quite a bit, but I bet you right now, live, as we do behind the scenes, it ain't gonna work. Hey Martin DeHaas, how are you? I'm planning to do some more brick stuff next week. Not today, but probably next week. Ignore the speed, that's just down to server speed, okay? Yeah, look, it's throwing up errors now because this is, let me say analyze again. I hate it when, when like, you're recording videos and I know what should happen with the results and then the results throw a bit of a wobbly. I hate it when that happens. To be honest though, DC Jong, you might get issues if you've got Elementor add-ons and stuff like that, but I don't use any, so I'm not like I'm not waiting for a third party to update or anything like that. Let me just run this one again. Just thrown an error there. Why does it say no data? Probably have to do right. So while I'm recording, save changes, Elementor custom fonts, let's just do that again. Yeah, that's done. Duplicate, let's optimize. Ignore that score, okay? That score is a SiteGround server. So sometimes, every so often, the server does this, right? The server does this, goes up and down, 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 up and down. Right. Normally it's 99. Jake, normally it's 99. If you skip back, you'll see the video is 99, okay? So this is just the server throwing a bit of a wobbly, right? This is just the server throwing a bit of a wobbly. But the point I wanted to make was, and we'll go back to it now. So once that is done, when you scroll down now, once that is done, when you go back to your page speed insights and go to past audits, when you scroll down, eventually you'll see the one we were referring to today, which was all text remains visible during web font loads. That is now done. And all I did was add in this bit of code here. I went back to my custom fonts and I ensured that I hit edit and then hit update. You don't have to add them in again. They're already added. You just got to hit the update button. I then cleared my cache out, ran the score again, and that is now... And that is now... Getting it wrong. And that problem has now gone. So that's how you do it. Okay, the code will be in the description. Go and try it out. Hey, I'm Imran Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you. Flipping heck. I hate it when that happens. You know when you lose your track, your train of mind, your thought process. Let me just run that page again as well. Just check a second what's going on there. Oh, Jake. Mac Mini and 4K monitor. Everyone give Jake a round of applause. Nice one, dude. Nice one. Right. Right. That was video 4. That was video 4, which kind of went a bit weird, didn't it? See, look, this is what I hate. Sometimes, right, page speed insight, it wobbles a bit, doesn't it? Does anyone else get that problem? Where you get a bit of a wobble in speed or something like that? Right, okay. It really irritates me, right? It really irritates me massively when you know your score is higher, but you're getting this low scores coming out. Right, video number 4, 5 even. Let's get rid of that. I don't need that. Let's shut that down. I don't need that. I need the plugins. And I need... I think I need this one. Yeah. See what I mean? Look, it's the same bloody page, and then you run it, and it's like the score just jumps up and all of that. But anyway, it's irritating as hell. Do you know what I mean? Score goes 86, 93, 99, 86, 99. Does my head in. Right. Back onto track, everyone. Back onto track. When you're assessing your website page speed insight, some plugins like Auto-Optimize, which I like to use, doesn't completely sort out the fact that you have unused JavaScript problems cropping up. This is where there's JavaScript within your plugins or your website, wherever, which isn't really being used, but it's still loaded in the back end somewhere. So you could call it unnecessary bloat, and it's a bit difficult to get out. Now, WP Rocket, Perf Matters, lots of other plugins out there can handle a lot of this for you. But if you're using Auto-Optimize, which is free, how can you sort that out with another free solution? Well, you will have to add in another plugin, which at this point you're probably going to go, what? Do we really have to do that? Well, yeah, if you want to. And the plugin you can use is WP Meteor. This is free, and all you got to do is install it and activate it and change one of the settings. I'm not going through all the settings, by the way, right? So normally in the video, I would now jump. Right, okay. Once you've got it activated, go and click settings. And all you've got to do over here, literally, is just kind of move this over to be delay until first interaction and just hit save changes. Of course, before you now check your page speed insight, clear your cache or you purge your server or anything like that, I would even regenerate the CSS, to be absolutely honest, and then go and check your page speed insight again. So I'm just going through the motions now, do all of that, blah, 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 blah. Let's just see what happens to the score. It won't, you watch, right? It will not improve. I seem to be having a bad run of videos today. Yeah, take care, mate. Yeah, take care, Dave. Mia, does anyone have a great tip or solution in Elementor? I'd like to create a set of buttons for the website default. To be honest, Mia, you could just create a button and then just copy, paste, and then modify the content, maybe, or maybe I'm thinking too simplistically. Hey, why's it done that for? Oh, I better go purge the server again. Ah, this happens sometimes. Right, anyway. Hey Erica, how you doing? Just got to purge my server, which is a bit of a problem. Not a problem. I'll just do it over here on this screen. Right, I am doing a live recording. I've just got to log into my site and purge my server. It's always a pain when this happens. You know, in like it's always a pain. I wish there was a way that I could purge SiteGround without having to log in. Someone's got to know a way of how we can purge SiteGround. Like, I can just go like that, or hit a button on my mobile phone and it purges it. So if anyone knows a way to do that, let me know. I'll be forever grateful to you. Because I do often hate having to do that. Right, let's just go back over here and purge that again. Not purge it. Just hit analyze again on that. What have you all got planned for this week? No problem here. Do you know what, Mia? Today's been a bit funny. I have to say, today has been a very funny day. Today has been a very funny day, right? Look at the score now, everybody. Look at that. 98 on the mobile. 98. By the way, if anyone wants to see what the website is, basically it's a very basic website, to be honest. There's nothing crazy going on there, right? It's just a test website. But from a 98. Right, okay, cool. So once that's all run, the score's gone up, and can you see here now, reduce unused JavaScript? That problem has completely gone. Now, I'm not going to lie, we do still have reduce unused CSS, and there are some savings to be made there. However, that takes a lot more intricate work, and sometimes it can be more dangerous than good when you start messing around with things like that. I'm not going to go into condensing or beautifying your CSS, but the main thing is the reduce unused JS issue is completely gone now. And I did that using this plugin, WP Meteor, which is completely free. Look, don't get me wrong. If you got WP Rocket or Perf Matters, you don't need to have Auto-Optimize and WP Meteor. Don't get me wrong on that. But if you're not going to invest in one of those solutions and you just want a free one, Auto-Optimize, WP Meteor, it does the job. And look, you might not care about the unused CSS, because if your page speed score is like 95, 98 or 99 regardless, why are you even doing this? You could get away with it, but if it helps to push your score up higher, I would recommend it. Hey, I'm Imran, Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share and follow. I'll see you. Cut. So that was video number 5. That's video number 5. That is video number 5. Right? That is video number 5. Just check the questions before I continue. So Erica, I have problems. Anytime I add any optimize to site, sorry, let me just increase my screen size. Boom. Oh, by the way, everyone, I got something to tell you. Someone from Pepsi Max looked at my LinkedIn profile last night. Someone who works for Pepsi Max or PepsiCo looked at my profile, my LinkedIn profile last night. No, Jake, I don't use. Oh, do you want to see what I did, Jake? Hold on. Right, let me just answer Jake's question, right? So, Jake, you want to see the plugins? Let me show you the plugins, right? So this website, right? Let me show you the plugins, okay? So I've got Auto-Optimize, number 1. Code snippets. If I show you the code snippets, here are the 2, right? Well, here's the one you might want to take note of. Ensure the fonts are loaded, which I've done in a video. This has got a depictor on. Duplicate page, Elementor. I don't have to have depictor on, by the way. I don't need that. So submit and deactivate that. Don't need that. So auto-optimize code snippets, my database admin, I don't even need that. That was me testing something out, which I don't need. Rank math, well, I got updraft, WP fastest cache, and WP Meteor. So WP Meteor, right, and auto-optimize, they're my two main plugins. Obviously, I've got WP fastest cache as well. The only reason I got WP Meteor is because I wanted to get rid of this comment over here, which was, there you go, reduce unused JavaScript, right? I wanted to get rid of that. And these are free, all right? This is something that I probably, a lot of people kind of go, oh, WP Rocket, Perf Matters, you can pay for them. That's great. But WP Fastest Cache is free. WP Meteor is free. Auto-optimize is freedom, right? Okay, it's free. It's free. Just back to the comment here I was reading before I jumped over. Erica, anytime you add optimization, you get conflict from their SG optimizer. Erica, deactivate the SG optimizer. This website is SiteGround. This website is SiteGround. Every website I build has the SG optimizer deactivated and deleted. I'm telling you now, their SG optimizer plugin, I've tested it. Every time I create a new website, I check it out to see if there's been an improvement, and I'm telling you now, if I had SG optimizer on this website right now, okay, I kid you not, on this website right now, this one here, right, I would be getting a score of about 80, 85, 84, right? Auto-optimize is so much better. I'm telling you that. Okay, I am a lifelong SG fanboy. I love SiteGround, okay? But their optimizer, forget it. Ditch it, Erica. It's not worth it. Nice one, Soren. Redesigns, getting on with new work, and then a lot of patience in the clinic. Ooh. Just checking the comments. Well, look, they haven't got in touch though, so I'm hoping they get back in touch with me. I did connect with them, but they haven't accepted that connection yet, so I really hope they do. We get things going on. Right, okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I just need to go for a loo break. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't forget to hit like, everyone. Don't forget to join our Facebook group as well. And don't forget to keep watching our videos and our mastery modules if you want any support on business marketing, analytics, proposals, contracts, maintenance plans, stuff like that. Or you need a one-to-one consultation with me. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, cool. Right. Hey, John. Yeah, John, that was exactly the reason I got up, because you came. I'm only having a wee, Jake. It doesn't take that long. Well, depends, really. In the morning, it takes like 10 minutes. No. Right. Right, okay, video number 6. Now, video number 6, I've got a bit of a script I'm trying to follow. So I made some notes. So I hope I get this right. Got to make sure I get this one right. Don't forget to hit like if you're not already. Yeah, so Holland, you've posted your message quite a bit. Can you email me which page are you trying to replicate, though? Which page? Which page are you trying to replicate? What Jimmy says there, by the way, Jake, is kind of, well, I'm quite lucky as well in like previous clients, referrals, yeah, stuff like that really helps. Right, let me now do my next video. This one actually might be quite relevant to a lot of people. Okay. Oh, I've just got my Pepsi in the shot in it. Can't have the Pepsi in the shot, people. Can't have the Pepsi. And I can't have the keyboard. And I can't have the mouse either. Right, clear table. Clear table. Clear the table. Okay, right. Yeah, go for it, Holland. I mean, just send me screenshots. It'll be easy with screenshots, but I'll let you decide. Okay, right, let's get started. We all want to create amazing websites, but are there some tips or things that you really should consider before you jump into it, especially if it's for a client as well, because they want something pretty magical that's going to convert or keep people enticed or on their website? My first design tip is think about your color palette. If you don't have a palette in mind or a range of colors you're going to go for, you could end up having a very chaotic or messy website. So for instance, if you're going to go with, say, a black color, are you going to like supplement it or complement it with some gray and white colors as well to get a bit of contrast? Or maybe you're going for a bit of a crimson red or a pinky fuchsia red. What are the other colors you're going to put alongside that? Now, color branding is super, super important, and I would recommend you go and look at websites like colorpalettes.net, whereby you can pick 1 or 2 colors and you get loads of different images. Why is this important? If you've got an image with bits of blue, 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 and then there's a bit of yellow, you'll notice that the yellow might only be like 5 or 10% of the entire image. And that's kind of telling you that if your client wants blue and yellow because that fits their brand or their logo, you might want to advise them and say, well, we'll have quite a lot of blue and other, lighter shades of that. And we'll have yellow, but the yellow is almost like the impact color, maybe for your buttons or for a particular type of headline. But you got to try and distribute it in a very much of a balanced way. But if you don't have a brand or a color scheme in place, if you create a website that just looks like a rainbow of colors, it might work depending on the type of website you're going for or the look and all of that. But if you're not careful, it will get very messy, especially on a mobile. So keep your color palette in mind. Tip number 2 is thinking about how you can declutter the website. Are you going to have a website that's very busy with lots of things going on? I'm thinking of like a magazine layout or a news website. There's grids everywhere, smaller squares, bigger squares, affiliate links, icons galore and everything like that. If that's the look you're going for, fine, go with it. But sometimes for someone brand new who's coming into your website, maybe they've not fully invested in it and they're not sure what they're going for and you're one of 10 tabs that they've got open. Having a very cluttered website could get messy, especially if you're not like a magazine layout. Maybe you're talking about the latest PlayStation games or movies or WordPress plugins or anything like that, or a blog. It can work for that. But if you're just showcasing your services or a shop, keeping your website quite clean is really good. It's basically decluttering the layout. Now, we call it white space, but that doesn't mean your page has to be white, okay? You could have a yellow page, a black page, or anything like that, but you're thinking about your layout and where things are, and you want to make it easier for the viewer to kind of navigate and flow down the journey of the page. You want them to get to the call to action buttons. You want them to know that's a call to action button or a shop or a buy now. But if you've got too many items on there, they might not realize the buy now button was there, and they might lose interest and go, well, where's the contact form button? So try and appreciate white space and do not overclutter unless it is required for the purpose of the website. Point number 3 is just as important as your color palette. Have you thought about your fonts? I would strongly recommend you go and look at fontjoy.com. It has a collection of Google fonts, and then it allows you to kind of start to think about, well, what is my primary font? What is my secondary or my subheadings, etc. font? And what is going to be the font of my body? And do they complement and work well for you? Fontjoy.com, it's free and it generates it for you, but it allows you to stylize or experiment with different types of fonts. Believe me, if you don't get the right font in, it can work against you. So you could go for some really fancy calligraphic font, handwriting style, and you might love it. But when you look at it on a mobile, especially based on the color range you got, is it easy to read? Is it accessible for anyone out there to understand it? Don't just sort of go, yeah, well, I really like the curliness of this font and I get it, but will someone else get it? And don't just ask your friends and family, okay? Look at other websites, competitors, look at the fonts they're going for. They might have a fancy font for the logo and maybe the odd area where they got a quote, but I bet they keep their fonts quite traditional and quite easy to read. So please think about your fonts, okay? Because that and your colors can really either get someone to stay on the website or it can switch and chuck them off. Hey Ruben, by the way, I'm recording, which is why I'm not responding to a lot of comments at the moment. Point number 4 is to think about your photos and images on your website. Please don't put grainy images on. Do you know how many times we've worked with people or we've seen websites and they're a consultant or they're offering a service or they're a shop and you can clearly tell that the image has been taken on a mobile phone and it's not even a good quality one. The lighting's not right. Now you have to excuse the fact that not everyone will have perfect lighting or perfect layout. However, if you are going to take a photo with your phone, please get it as the best resolution as you can. Make sure you compress and convert it down to WebP to save on file space and the time it takes to render and load. But don't go for images that have been sent from a WhatsApp or a Facebook group because they will be grainy and the quality stands out like a mile on the website, okay? So if you're going to have photos of people, like profile photos for a team, hey, this is me, this is who I am, this is my co-creator, this is my designer. Try and get them to be as consistent as possible, which is easier said than done, but make sure the quality isn't like, hey, I need a profile pic, and they go, oh yeah, I'll give you one, and it was like a 10-year-old photo taken off Facebook. You right click and copy the image, because the quality will let you down, okay? So please think about the quality of your images. And I'm not just talking about photos, all right? I'm talking about images across the website. Tip number 5 kind of flows into tip number 2, which was about white space and decluttering and making sure that it's easy to navigate your website. Well, tip 5 is the navigation. Where is your menu? Can I find it? Do I know where to click? Where's the toggle item? And when I do get the menu, is it really busy? I've seen some websites where you have an off-canvas pop-up, but it is so busy that when I hit a drop down, it starts to get very messed up. Try and keep it clean, decluttered, but easy for me to jump around the pages. Don't make it a minefield. Please don't do a drop down within a drop down within a drop down within a drop down, because that scares me and I don't want to sit around and play with your website anymore. But have a think about your layout, okay? Think about, how do I go from page 1 to 5 or anywhere else on it? Please don't expect me to go down to your footer either. When someone does that on a website, it switches me off. We like clean websites, okay? But make it easy for me to use your menu and to navigate through your website. Tip number 6 isn't for everyone, but if you're a shop or you're offering a service, it's all good and well saying, hey, yeah, here's our shop, go and buy our items. But who are you? Why should I trust you? If you're offering a service, what are your credentials? Don't just tell me your qualifications. I hate that. I want to know about your what you've achieved. I want to know about your projects. I want to know about where you've changed the world. Have you saved the world? Have you done something? If you're a charity, what are you doing with that money you get? Try and show me what is your brand, your aim, your mission goal. So when you're about us, don't just say, hey, I'm doing this and I'm rocking the world. Try and give me something else to invest and believe in you. Because if I invest and believe in you, then I'm probably more likely to purchase something from you as well. Now, tip number 6, like I said, it's not for everyone, but please think about your mission statement. Number 7 is about your call to action buttons. Again, don't leave them right at the bottom of your page. I've seen websites do that. What made them think I was going to get to the bottom? Well, I did in that case, but hey, it was a bit of luck. Try and get your call to action button maybe to be in your hero banner or very close to your hero banner so I don't miss it, and make it convincing. Don't just say, contact me or buy now or get in touch. They're a bit boring. You can still use them, but try and be a bit dynamic and relate it to the purpose of your website. Maybe you're an architect. How about let's get building? Let's get designing. Maybe you're a logo designer. Let's get designing. Let's get that wireframe done. Let's get that image created. Try and make the button, the call to action, feel like you're talking to me, right? Because in real life, if you were like talking to an architect, in a pub or the street, they're not just going to say, yeah, get in touch. They're going to go, yeah, let's get on with the project. Let's build it out. Let's bust a gut. Bust a gut? Maybe not bust a gut, but you know what I mean there. So make sure you get your call to action button higher up in the page because you want me to click, make the purchase, make the sale, contact you, do something, but entice me with some lovely juicy words. My precious. Tip number 8, try and be consistent across your website. If page 1 on your website is blue, don't make page 2 red unless it fits your brand and it served the purpose, because then you're going to have to mix up the colors or whatever like that. Don't go suddenly switching the fonts unless there is a major reason for that. Maybe you're promoting something special, a one-off product or something. Don't switch the colors out. Don't start switching out the layout in a really messed up way, because I might have come to your homepage. I've got 5 homepages open and I like your homepage. I like the layout. Don't then deceive me when I get to page 2 and it just looks like, it now looks like, I don't know, block editor, Gutenberg or whatever. Nothing wrong with Gutenberg, by the way, but it just looks like it looks like a post, text, image, text. There's nothing fancy about it. There's the button styling, the layout, everything about it, especially on a mobile. Please do not treat the other pages of your website like an afterthought. Oh, I was going to get onto it at some point in my life. No, sort it out now. But try and make the look and feel of your website as consistent as possible, unless the particular page or the particular promotion or product or whatever you're doing had to be different and you can justify that. Otherwise, keep it consistent. Tip number 9, mobile responsiveness. Come on, don't ignore it. from the get-go, when you're working on your desktop, or maybe you are working from the mobile first and you're going to do the desktop later, but either way, don't avoid it. Don't just create a lovely website, 10 pages, voila, it is amazing. And then you look at the mobile and the font size, the images, the padding, it's cramped, it's cluttered, it just doesn't work. Make sure you get that right. And even if your client's a bit like, oh, I don't care about the mobile, I want it to look amazing on the desktop, you want to grab that client, give them a good shake and say, no! More people are looking at websites on their smartphone and mobiles than ever before. I kind of hate that statement because whenever anyone says than ever before, well, of course they would, because there's more people in the world and more of them have a smartphone. So of course there will be more than what there were 10 years ago. But hey, you get the idea, okay? Do not ignore your mobile responsiveness and get it right. Make it work. And tip number 10, don't make it difficult for someone to contact you. I'm on a website. I like what this person's doing. I want to either buy or contact or use them. But where's the contact form? Oh, it's somewhere like, it's difficult for me to find it. Where's the phone number? Oh, there isn't one. Is there an email address? Yeah, but it looks like a really old email address and I'm not convinced it's going to work. Or I have used it and they haven't come back to me in like 3 or 4 days. Make it easy for someone to contact someone on the website, either with a contact form or in your navigation menu, all right? Don't make it a mystery. We're not playing Scooby-Doo here, all right? I want to contact you, so give me the means to contact you. Hey, those were my 10 tips on web design. If you've got any other tips or you disagree or agree, please put it in the comments. I'm Imran Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share and follow. I'll see you. Boom! That was video number 6, which was all about web design tips. Did you like that video or not? Hey Farid, how you doing? Just recording videos, by the way. Sorry if I've not responded to anyone. Just checking the comments. Sinan, how you doing? So yeah, really sorry everyone. This is the behind the scenes. I'm recording and crap like that. Hey Hamad, hope you're okay. Yes, go ahead with your question. If I can't answer it, someone else will, but please ask your question. Jimmy, I was about to say, what is going on here? It sounds, all of these comments you're writing, Jimmy, look very erotic. Take care, Erica, if you're going off. So, Ruben, I've got 7. I've done 6. I've recorded 6 in about... How long have we been live? Yeah, in about 1 hour 12, 1 hour-ish, I've done 6 videos. So we've got this next video is a bit of a tricky one. I don't know, to be honest, I'm having 2 minds about whether I'm going to do it or not. I have 2 minds. I've just got to send a shot to my, I've just got to send something to my computer screen because I've scripted it, but I need to read it. It's the one I scripted ages ago and I've just got to send it back to my machine so I can see it on here. There you go, that should come over now. So I've just got to read it off. So the way I'm going to do it is I'll be reading it off my screen, but I've got to... I want to make sure I don't come across as I'm just reading it, if that makes sense. So I've got to kind of look at it, say it, look at the next bit, say it. But I've just got to increase my text over here. Right. I'm going to start recording the next video in a moment. Yeah, well, last week I recorded 16 videos. 16 videos I recorded, which is great. Nice one, Sinan. I look forward to seeing that project when you are done. Don't forget to hit like, everyone, if you haven't already, okay? Right, let's just get on to this next video. Absolutely, what Jimmy said, Sinan, you got to share it. I love it when I see something and I go, oh, I like that. Never thought of that. I love that. It's inspiring. Right, next video. Right, hide my phone. Right. Yeah, Hamad, go and put your issue down. What is your issue? Put your issue down. By the way, you can't post links, so if you're trying to post a link, it won't work. So just put your comment down. Right. Hey, what I'm going to say now should not come as a shock to anyone, but hero banners should be a fundamental key part of your website. Of course, some of you won't need to have that depending on what you're selling or what your services are, but the majority of websites out there will have a hero banner, because let me tell you now, the hero banner often is where you're going to demonstrate your key headline. Might be a sub-headline, and there's probably going to be a call to action. In fact, there has to be a call to action button, because I'll tell you now, if you have a hero banner and you haven't got those components in, I'm probably going to be jumping out of your website like that. Hero banners, oh, my phone. Hero banners are basically a way of rewarding the visitor for visiting your website. So someone's gone to Google, they're starting to search for unicorns, there's 10 websites, they've gone onto yours. Now, if your hero banner has got nothing to do with unicorns, the headline is nothing to do with that, why would I stay on your website? You've deceived me, you're nothing to do with unicorns, okay? So your hero banner, you're basically reinforcing why did they come there. Maybe you're an architect. In that case, your hero banner needs to show off architecture, or maybe you sell tracksuits. Make sure you do that. Or you're a logo designer. Have something like that. Maybe it's an image of you with some logo designs behind you or a bit of animation. But reward them for trusting your Google link to come and visit you in the first place. Really, Soren? Did that not work? Soren, can you email me with the... By the way, I'm just breaking the video for a minute. Soren, can you email me with the snippet you used? Can you email me info@websquadron.co.uk? By the way, you've got to then edit your custom font and hit update, regenerate your CSS and clear your cache. And you might need to clear your server as well. So Soren, can you email me with the steps you took and the snippet you used? Right, back onto what I'm doing. Now I'm going to give you 5 tips on creating an effective hero banner. Tip 1. Create your hero banner straight after doing the header. Don't leave it till the end, okay? You've done your header, now move on to your hero banner, because believe it or not, what you do there with your headlines and your call to action button can start to influence how you do the rest of the website, especially with your font sizes and things like that. Don't leave the hero banner later on and go, oh yeah, I'll do it at the end. No, you've done the header, now get the hero banner done. Tip number 2, think about your image sizes and responsiveness. You got to get the best resolution you can. Convert and compress it to WebP as well would be my recommendation, but if you don't want to do that, make sure you get the best resolution, because that image, that hero banner is going to say to me as a visitor, do I want to stick around? I'm not going to bother scrolling if I don't like the quality of your image, or it's pixelated, or I can clearly tell you're a tourist company, you're selling tickets to the Amazon or something, but the image is a very grainy Facebook image and it just looks really, really bad, or I can see a watermark, or there's just something about it that puts me off. Get the best image possible. And of course, remember, think about how it looks when you get to the mobile. So I have videos and tips on this. So if you've got a landscape 1920 by 1080 image for your desktop, add a copy of that to your media library, which is now maybe a 500 wide by 700 tall image for your mobile. Because if you use the landscape image, it will affect your page speed insights. So as far as your hero banner goes, make sure you've got a very good image, make sure it's got great resolution, and make sure you've got a copy of that for the mobile. Tip number 3, don't always create sliders or carousels for your hero banner. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, I've seen it being used on many websites. Yeah, I know that too, but have you ever checked their page speed score on those websites? I bet it won't be that high. Sliders are great when you're trying to get across many messages and all of that. However, if you care about your page speed performance, I would say move your slider or your carousel to be below the fold. What do I mean by that? Well, when you're looking at it on a desktop, when you scroll down, that is now below the fold. When you're looking at a website on your mobile, when you scroll down, that is below. It's what sits here. It's what's below the fold, but it's entirely up to you. The other thing why I'm not a massive fan of sliders or carousels on a hero banner is because often you're trying to tell a story. Slide 1, hey, how you doing? Slide 2, oh, I got a problem. Slide number 3, no one else can help. Slide 4, who you gonna call? Slide 5, with the call to action button, the A-team. Well, I had to go through 5 slides. And what if it was automated and it was like slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, oh, I didn't read slide 2. I've got to go back and forth now. I am not against sliders or carousels. However, in the hero banner, I don't like to do that. And if a client wants it, I try and say to them, let's do it below the fold, because it does impact on your page speed, okay? And there's nothing worse than, like, you go to a website and it's like that. Some of my favorite websites that I like to go to do that, and the only reason I keep going back to them is because I like the content, but I really hate the sliders as a hero banner. Nice one, WP Tuts. By the way, I'm recording at the moment. Behind the scenes, WP Tuts. Behind the scenes. So let me just get the content for tip 4. And that rolls into tip 4, page speed performance, and like the 3-second click or the 3-second stay. If you've got sliders and they've got heavy duty images or lots of content and there's a bit of a delay with them rendering, especially when you have a video as your hero banner, that could switch me off. I've gone to your website, I'm on my mobile, in my Google search there were 5 other possible candidates that I might have gone into, but your slider is taking an age, and when I do get slide 1 and I move to slide 2, it takes an age again, or a video. So rendering speed of your hero banner could switch me off, which is why I say if you are going to have an image, obviously get the best resolution, but a WebP image as well to compress that size down just so it loads quick will help. And of course, just like with the 3-second rule, make sure you demonstrate what is the point of me staying on your website. I searched for unicorn. Your headline better reinforce that, as well as your image. Your subheader and your button might be, your call to action button. It might be something like, let's get horny, because it's unicorns.com. So let's get horny makes sense. Let's go to tip number 5. Right, let's go to tip number 5. if there was going to be one place when you really want to make sure you get your SEO done right and your keywords, it's that hero banner. Your headline. Can you get your keyword into your main headline? Can you get it into your subheader? Maybe you've got a bit of text editor on there. You know, you don't have to, but you might have some extra detail. Can you get it into there somehow as well? Because if your website is about unicorns, that's the keyword someone went and searched for, get it in there. Because you don't want to be now start talking about stuff that's nothing to do with unicorn, because it might switch me off and I might feel deceived and stuff like that. So the best place for some of your keywords is in your hero banner. I've now given you 5, they're quite broad tips about your hero banner, but I'm going to end it or conclude it with keep your hero banner fresh, enticing, pull me in. Don't just copy what everyone else does, be inspired. But try and reinforce why the heck did someone land on your website and why are they going to want to stick around. Don't just do like an image of yourself, but you're not really showcasing who you are or what you do. Don't just have an image of a product without some detail. Try and pull me in and make me want to continue, okay? Because that is the point of the website. Pull me in, make me hit that call to action, make me make a purchase. Hey, I hope you enjoy that. I'm Imran, Web Squadron. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you. There we go. That was 7 videos done today. And it took us 1 hour 25. Right, I'm now going to start going through the questions because I've missed so many. Cheers, Soren. I'll double check your email in a moment. Just checking the questions. Sorry if I just check the questions. So Deepanshu, the thing is though, Deepanshu, right? Yeah. Can you email me your website link again? Can you email me your website link? info@websquadron.co.uk and I will do a check right now on your website. Right? You got to tell me what is your website link again, Deepanshu. How do I get the pop-up address locations on my website? I'm working on the website. When the pop-up asks you to put in. So you can have a pop-up locations. Let me have a think about that. Hey George, you're not late, mate. You're not late. Josh, what's your thoughts on a lifetime? I think look, bricks. Okay, you could just go for one license, Josh. And if you think it's not, I think it is sustainable. I think they're going to do well. I'd be surprised if bricks sunk. I really do. I think it's got legs, a lot of legs, like a millipede on gasoline, right? But I would, if I was you, I think bricks is worth investing in. Yeah, and great to have you back, Paul, by the way. So what I would say, is you're going to have to email me with a link. So I can just look at your page, Deepanshu. Hey, Maddie, how are you? Just checking the questions. If I've missed anyone's question, I'm really sorry. Just drop it in again. Hey, Gary. Hey, Jason. How you all doing? Right, I think I'm caught up. Right, so what I'm going to say is, and don't forget, by the way, like Paul just said, he's got a chat with Louis from Quickly. Not Louis from Breakdance, Louis from Quickly on Wednesday. And I'll be watching that as well. Ruben, you got to email me your website link. So info@websquadron.co.uk. Don't forget to hit like, you nasty people. You all nasty people out there. So can you email me a link, Ruben? Yeah, I mean, Mia, I mean, I would say, yeah, it's not a bad idea to offer both, so services and creating and selling products as well. Yeah, it's not a right. So Deepanshu has now sent me his link. Deepanshu, are you okay for me to do this live on screen? Deepanshu, are you okay for me to do this live on screen? Right, so this is my test website. Let me just put in your link. Right, let's just have a look and see what we get. The tension, the suspicion. Oh, hold on. Are you sure that's your link? It didn't like it for some reason. Anyway, let's just try that again. Soren, I'm gonna. I will be looking at yours in a moment. Okay. Your email as well, by the way, because I know you emailed, and I just want to check what your steps are. Right, okay, right. So, right, okay. So we're now looking at Deepanshu's video. Hey, Artif, how you doing? Hey, of course, Paul, of course. Whenever you want me. Hamad, are you talking about your pop-up still? Because I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about your pop-up. Right, so Deepanshu, is this the score that you're getting on your website? So this is Deepanshu's website. Deepanshu, is this the score that you're getting as well? And Deepanshu, I need you to tell me that you are watching before I continue. I'm just gonna go and you see this? Look, it's dying. It's dying. Cheers, Ruben. I've got your email. I will, in fact, while Ruben is here. Yep, okay, right. Let me now look. Right, so, Deepanshu, you're here. Let's now go through. Number one, okay, none of your images are... This is not in WebP. So, this image is not in WebP, right? So, you've got an image on here. Your logo is not WebP. So, that's number one, right? Number one. Your image is not in WebP. Number two, hold on. Your server speed, I don't know what server you got on, so your server speed could mess things up as well. Number three, you've got this image you're loading, even though that is WebP, this image you might want to, are you lazy loading images? Because if you're lazy loading, you want to stop this image from being lazy loaded. So with Auto-Optimize, you can stop your first 2 or 3 or 4 images being lazy loaded, right? So stop your image being lazy loaded. Number 4, you're using, I can see here, you've got a slider, I think. But there's a bit of script, a video I've got, which can help you to reduce your unused JavaScript. These ones here, not much you can do with, except your next-gen image, which I've spoken about. Number 5, it looks to me like you haven't preloaded your fonts. And some of these fonts here, let me just check. Have you preloaded all of these fonts? Have you preloaded? So one of the ways that you can lazy load, or you can stop lazy load, is you add this image as a HTML. You add that image as a HTML, and you can stop the lazy load. That's what I've just noticed that as well, George. Thanks. Yes, CDN. So with regards to your font, you might need to double check. Yeah, he's using a CDN, I think, AWS. With regards to your fonts, are you preloading them? And have you added them to Auto-Optimize as preload as well? R2D2, he's an astromech droid, Mia. He has saved the universe many, many times. To preload your fonts, though, custom fonts, in Elementor, custom fonts. Are you not using custom fonts? Or tell me, Deepanshu, how are you preloading your fonts? So how are you doing that? You got a lot of excessive DOM going on here. I mean, it says here you've got a lot of DOM. I'm just going to go to your website. Okay. Let me just go to your website. I mean, look, can you see the delay in speed? Look at the load time for that, right? Look, there was a bit of a load time there, delay. You know, the first time I did it. I mean, your website's not that busy, to be honest. I mean, I would say, right, for you to be getting that score on what you've got right now is surprising, I have to say, because you haven't got a lot going on here. So to be getting a score like that, that is, I mean, that's 53 on the desktop. Let me just run it again. I'm going to run it again, though. But in fact, what other scan wp.net, what other plugins are you loading on your website? So let's have a look. WebP, well, it depends, Hamad, what you're using it for. So some people will, SVG is great for icons. For images, I always go for WebP. I always go for WebP. Yeah, it could be the hosting. I think you're right, George. The AWS bit. Ah, Atif. So when you say the Code Snippets team, the Verdi one or somewhere else, which code are you on? Are you on the official Code Snippets team now? Nice one. Right. So I'm just checking out your plugins. Okay, Deepanshu. Don't know why it's taking so long. Come on, dude. Why is it taking that long? It's taking ages to tell me what your plugin detector. Right, let's just see what your plugins are. Well, that's taking ages. So I got to break that. Your plugin detector's taking ages to run. Right, just back to the comments over. Yeah, Verdi's team, excellent, Artif. Nice one. What should be the ideal score for a website? Okay, well, a lot of it depends on what you're trying to achieve, and sometimes you could have a low score, right? You could sometimes have a low score, but if you're achieving sales and people are coming to your website regardless, the page speed score can be a little bit negligible. However, if you're trying to get your foot in the door and you want people to trust and use you, for instance, okay, look, so this website, okay, right? Let's just do it, right? This website that I'm going to show you now from Deepanshu when it comes up. Okay, it's about courses and doing drawings. So could you get away with a low score? Maybe, but if you said you're a web designer, you want to get a high score. That being said, I'm looking at this website and there's nothing crazy going on here. This is a pretty basic website. And for a basic website to be, I mean, look, it's taking forever to crawl your websites and tell me the plugins. So I'm going to stop here because it's just taking forever. But you've got to, I mean, your server's not helping. I think your whoa, I hit R2 then. I don't think your server's helping. I have to be honest, Deepanshu, I'm not sure what else to say. I feel like you either have to get dirty with your website or hire some help. Get in touch. It's AWS, so he's on Amazon. But or whoever. But, you know, if you want me to help you out, I could have a look, but, you know, I've just run this now 4 times and I keep getting 24, 25, 23 scores. And I wonder if you were on SiteGround, what would your score be? Right? Anyway, Ruben, are you still on here? Ruben, are you on here? Are you on here, Ruben? Because we'll go through your website now, Ruben. But I'm only going to go through it if I know you're watching. Please let me know if you're here. Yep, okay, right. Ruben is on. Right, we're looking at Ruben's website now. I'm going to shrink myself down because just so we can see the website better. Like that. So let's go to Ruben's website. The load time is super quick. There's I don't see any delays or anything coming in. It just loads really, really quick. I mean, it works. I think that, you know, the color of the what I like is the color of, whoops, getting messages here. The color of the image here resonates with the logo. The logo is very close to the top. It is very close to the top, but I can almost let it go because it's very thin at the top. You got your menu items over here. Okay. Okay, right. So this bit here is slightly grating on me a tiny bit. When I look at this here, it looks great. That BCBO at the bottom, I like that. It looks great. However, when I do that, because there's hardly any padding below, now it feels too close. It's really weird. I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but here, I don't mind. But when it's like that, I feel like that needs to be double, but that's just me being shilly. Very, very shilly. I do feel like this text is too big. Let me just make sure I'm on Command 0. Yeah, this is 100%. This does feel quite big. You know, so I'm going to guess it's like 20 odd pixels, or yeah, it's 20. No, not 20. That's the padding. 1.4. So 1.4 is going to be what's 1.4 times 16? What's 1.4 times 16? Quick, someone do the maths. So it's 22. So I was saying 20, so I wasn't too far off. So that is about 22 pixel. I think that's quite big. And I bet if you got that down to 16 or 17 pixel, 17, 18, a lot of these would sit on one line and it would look, I think, cleaner. Because right now here, where you got the overlap there, the wrap, slightly breaks it up for me. Yeah, so 22 something. I would get this down to, I would go 18. 16 is more for smaller text, but I would say 18. I would drop that down to 8. It just feels really big because you go here, look at the size of that. You've even got this bit of text here. We've got this here. And then we go from this small number to like, boom. And I would say go for 18. Images are good. Nice, good images. I like the image and I like the text and images. There is a part of me that feels like this black here, it feels empty. So I would move these all up to be in the center, maybe. I would centralize these, center, same with that, because I get why you've done it, because you want this to be at the bottom, you know, here. You want that to be in line with that. I get that, but I would say there's something about that black space. It just feels too empty for me. It's like, is there an icon missing? There's something missing, but, you know. So look, this is okay. That size is okay, right? You could drop that to be 18. In fact, that's actually a nice size for a subheader, right? That's actually a nice size for an header. Yep, I like this. I like this image. You know, this is the kind of image that would not work as a hero banner because it's not the highest quality. But as an image further down the page, it's okay. It's fine. Hero banner, no. Further down, okay. You know, look, that as a subheader, great. Size, yep. Yeah, that's fine. Do you know something? You know this here? You know this? Ruben, are you listening? You know this here? Can you pick this up and pop that below here? Can you pick it up and pop it here? And here's why. You go from hero banner and then you go to this. The extra stuff. And the black here would connect to here. To the bottom of this here. It will connect it. Then because jumping from here to here feels a bit like, do you know what I mean? It just feels like you've gone from a big image to, oh God, how much text? But if you jump from the hero banner to this, I think that will make it look a lot nicer in terms of the flow. Because then we go number, stuff like that. I think you could make these smaller. I really do. I think these could be smaller. They don't have to be so big, you know, and bring them inwards a little bit more boxed width. And there is one thing that is grating on me. I spotted it and now I've realised, yeah, it is grating on me a bit. So I have no problem with the footer, okay? But can you see how we have this gold colour everywhere? This gold colour is everywhere. But we have the aqua logo. We have an aqua logo, but we have gold. Gold, 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 gold. We got this button here, which the colour scheme on that button jars me. It doesn't fit with anything. Like that button there should be the same as this colour here. See your aqua colour. Because if you're going to do gold everywhere, then you've got to make your button here be the aqua colour. That colour has nothing to do with the colour palette at the minute. And there is something that is grating me a bit. Because when I get here, you see this, it just jumps out. Every time I look at that footer, my eye keeps going here. Because it just doesn't blend. So there's a bit of a thing going on there. Right. I mean, Ruben, I would say, though, to be honest, though, Ruben, I would say that even though it is aged for the elderly market, I still think the 22 is quite big. And you could add in a accessibility plugin. So a free plugin called accessibility or something. And you click it to make the text bigger or smaller or contrast or a different color or something like that. So I would think about changing the colors on this to be more aqua, because unless you change your logo to be golder, it just jars. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about the website. Was that okay for you, Ruben? Was that okay? I hope that was okay, yeah? And please don't take anything as criticism, because I think for your first website for a client, well done. Seriously, well done. It's a lot better than my first ever website, which was all over the place. All over the place. So well done. Right, just make sure I've not missed any comments. So Deepanshu, did you share your where did you share it? Oh, list of plugins, right? Yeah, Deepanshu. Sorry, Deepanshu has shared his plug. Whoa, 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 whoa! Right, dude, this is why your website is slow, dude. Deepanshu. Right. Do you want to see Deepanshu? Are you still online? Right, Deepanshu, are you online? Because I'm looking at your... Holland. Theon. I'll come on to that in a moment. Hey, Sayed, hope you're okay. Don't forget to hit like, everyone. Right. This is why, Deepanshu, your website score is low. Look at what you've got here. You got asset cleanup. So are you using asset cleanup to stop loads of these loading on your homepage? Booster Plus, Buddy, Checkout Field, Disable Email, Elementor, Elementor Pro, Elementor Kits, Elementor Kits Pro, Email, EW, Learn Dash, Login, Newsletter, Next Move, Razor Pay, S3 Media Vault, Shortcode, Sitekit, Smash. I mean, flipping heck, mate. How many you got here? This is a lot. This is a lot. Let me tell you how many plugins you got, mate. $43 plugins. Right? And are you stopping, like on your home page, are you stopping Learn Dash from loading? Because you don't need Learn Dash to load. Are you stopping Buddy Boss from loading? Are you stopping WooCommerce from loading? Because you haven't got a shop. You haven't got the cart or checkout on your home page. Right? Are you stopping that? Are you why do you need this? You don't need Offload Media Lite. You don't need that. Are you stopping the hide login from your homepage? Are you stopping all of these newsletters, Razor Pay, all of that? All of this, you don't need to show on. You are stopping all of them. Deepanshu, oh my god. I think you need some dedicated one-to-one support if you want to get that sorted. I could offer it, but it ain't for free. I'm really sorry, I can't do it for free. Otherwise, I've got to do it for everyone. But I feel like 43 plugins on there, right? Right. I mean, you got Woo, Learn Dash, but I mean, do you need Elements Kit Lite and Pro? This is for your mega menu, isn't it? I've got a video on mega menus. Deepanshu, go and watch this video. Right? You need to watch this video. Right, so mega menu for free with no plugin. Right? Go and watch that video. I'll tell you now, when I go over 10 plugins, I don't panic, but I sit there and go, do I really need it? When you have a WooCommerce store, you might go over 12 or 13. On our web squadron, we've got about 17. Some of them are ones I need to get rid of. I don't know why I've still got them on there. But that's because we did restrict content with buying a product. Then we did some other stuff. And I had Presto Player on there as well. But 43, seriously, mate, you can ditch a lot of them. You can ditch a lot of them. Trust me. And I bet you've got plugins on there to do something that you probably could have done with a code snippet. Yeah, but have you tried Deepanshu to stop Buddy Boss? You're saying it can't be because it's part of the theme, but for the home page, can you stop it? Yeah, but Deepanshu, I think 30 is way too much. I think what you've got on there is a little bit overkill. Overkill. Well, Bergschwitz, the question I've got is, for instance, I mean, look, Deepanshu, what you could do to help us out is, can you email me back and literally put next door to each one of these, why have you got it? Why have you got it? And is it deactivated? Which theme are you using, Deepanshu? Which theme are you using? Go on, Hamad, what's your other question? Right, Holland. To do what you want to do, okay, where you have like a video playing and all of that with the hero banner, you need to use this plugin. You need to use this plug. I want to share with you probably the biggest. Right, here you go. So Holland, for your Apple thing, right, you need to use the scroll sequence plugin. Takes a bit of work, takes a bit of effort, but you will get there. But that's what you're going to have to use. Well, for WordPress, you can use scanwp.net, plugin detector. There's lots of websites. You plug in the URL and it will give it to you. If you want to find out what plugins another website is using, well, slightly becomes irrelevant because they're not WordPress websites. So it will be the Wix infrastructure, Squarespace or whatever. You might need to inspect the HTML and you might get a bit of code or a log or something like that. But yeah, Dipanshu, I think you're going to have to really re-explore what you're doing. I've never used Buddy Boss, to be honest, RT, so I'm just having a quick look for you because you asked a question. Buddy Boss is I think it's a theme. I think it's a theme, isn't it? Yeah, it's a theme. There you go. Shit. Look at this. Look at the price of that, everyone. $228 per year. Shit. I'll tell you what, right now, yeah, I would not pay $228 for anything if I have to then add in 40 extra plugins to make it work. Let me tell you now. I am not paying $228 for a theme if I now have to plug in over 40 extra plugins to make it work. Because that's like, you know, no, ain't happening. Is not happening. Not happening. Yes, so Hamad. So Holland, if you were still watching, you need to go and watch this video. You need to use scroll sequence. Let me just give you the video, by the way. Don't forget to hit like if you haven't already. Yeah, built with, that's the other one, Sayed, as well. You know, and it might tell you that the website isn't WordPress and it's been built with Wix or Shopify or GoDaddy. Ooh, you know, ooh, GoDaddy, eh? So Doctistic, I use asset cleanup when I have a WooCommerce shop. If I have a website with WooCommerce or a course learning membership plugin or theme, membership plugin, I will use asset cleanup to stop it loading on the home page. I don't need the WooCommerce to load. I might have products, but the products is an Elementor widget, right? Even the buy now, it's via Elementor. It's not until you actually get into the shop page with the cart and the checkout and all of that. So I don't need WooCommerce loaded. If it's not until you get to another page that you actually go through Paid Membership Pro, like now you're going to buy it, I don't need Paid Membership Pro to be loaded on my homepage. I am restricting certain pages until you buy a product. I don't need that on my homepage because you are accessing the homepage, right? So there's loads of stuff that you have in your website you don't need on your homepage. Obviously, you need Elementor, you need your CSS styling, but you can easily deactivate stuff, right? Look at your website, and away you go. Always make a backup before you do anything. Always make a backup on your host or somewhere else. Atif, you know what, mate? I don't know what to say. You know, I just think, I hope Dipanshu goes back and revisits, but look, Dipanshu, if you're listening, don't take this personally, right? But there's one thing to say. I followed your tips, but my score is still low. And then afterwards, we find out you got 43 plugins. I hate to say it, but your content of your back end and your front end will impact on your score, no matter how you want to look at it, okay? Please don't forget to hit like if you are watching this video, all right? There you go, Erling. You know, WPML. I don't use that, but it brings in 5 or 6 plugins. You know, why do you need it? I reckon Buddy Boss, when you, I reckon Buddy Pot, so you know the My Listing theme that I use quite a lot? When you install it, it then says to you, here's some other plugins you might want, like Contact Form 7. Here's what I have to say to Contact Form 7. I don't need it, all right? So you might install a theme and it automatically adds in 5 or 6 extra plugins, right? Unless you know you need those plugins, you don't need those plugins, right? Do you know something? I bet you know what Soren has said is right. Do you need the theme or could you use Hello and use the plugin instead? To be honest, Holland, though, to do that, I would need to get images. I would need to get a moving image of that video. I would have to get a moving image of that video. And maybe I will do it. Maybe not, Holland. You got to remember, right, it's my time I'd be using up. So if I can get a good quality video of that, maybe I'll do it. Or maybe not. I'll have a look, all right? I'll have a look. Yeah, Doctistic. So my video Doctistic is this one here. Let me get it for you. Page speed 2022. It is this video here. So Doctistic, page speed and asset cleanup. Right? That video there. That video there. Hey, Dipanshu, it's not a F-up, right? It's not an F-up, but what it is about is, nope, there is no opening. Nope. But what I would say, yeah, is that it might be that you need to maybe book in a one-to-one consultation with me. Go to our website, Mastery Modules, the details are there. It might be that you need some one-to-one support to really look at that website, what you got and why you got it. Because I bet there's stuff you can knock off, you know, because for you to be getting that score on your home page, which was quite light in content, is very worrying. It's very, very, very worrying. You know, if your website had tons of stuff, I get it. But if it hasn't, you know. No problem, Dartistic. Just make sure you save that and watch it later. Hey Nick Rama, how you doing? So today's been quite a good day, really, in that we recorded 7 videos. We've gone through 2 websites. Well, no, yeah, 2 websites. Talked about 43 plugins. Hey Andrew. Balloon decor for a 50th wedding anniversary. Hey. They got to 50 years. You can't knock it, right? You can't knock it. For those of you that are subscribed to us, I hope you liked the newsletter that came out today, which was about toxic clients and how you deal with toxicity. Can't even say it. How do you deal with like bad clients and stuff like that, okay? Do you know what it is, Nick? It's force of habit. It's like Darktistic, Stanley Black. I should just say Stanley or Stan. And I keep saying Darktistic. Or Andrew. I keep saying Andrew Downey. Or Artif, I just say Artif. You know. Watch out, there's an Artif. But yeah, look, Dipanshu, I think you need to either work with either me or someone else. It doesn't have to be me. You can work with other people as well. But I really think you need to consider, because there is something a little bit worrying, okay, about trying to get your score up, because you got so many plugins. There's a chance that you need all of them. And you've now pushed yourself into a corner. You want to get your score up, but you've got all this stuff you're using. How do you get out of it? Yes, Hamad, if you know what the code is. So you might have to hire someone, not me, because I don't do JavaScripting, but someone here might be able to help you out. You might need to hire someone to write you some specific function code which does what you want. That being said, you might need to sort out some Google Maps API as well. Because if you're doing an address location delivery calculation, there might be a plugin out there that does what you want, or you might need to hire someone to write the code for you, right? Yep, Erling, WP Codebox. Yeah, so, you either get someone to write the code, or you write it yourself, or you find a plugin that does it. And if anyone here is a code expert who wants to help Hamad out, so what you need to do, Hamad, is let me give you a tip, right? Let me give you a wonderful tip that you're gonna love this tip, Hamad, or not. You need to go here, right, Hamad? Over here. You need to go to that Facebook group, Hamad. You need to join that Facebook group. It's the Web Squadron one. You put your question there. And if anyone can give you a solution for free, great. Maybe there'll be someone there that you work with. You might need to pay them. I don't know. But if you ask your question there, that group has got lots of experts and it's growing, okay, by the day. So I would say go in and drop your code there. Wow, Sinan, 60 plugins. Wow. Are you kidding me? Was it a complicated website? What were they trying to... All right, no, don't name the company, but what was the aim of the website? Why was it so many? What were they trying to achieve? John, I'm looking at search bars that provide Google results for postcode areas. Yeah, okay. That's a good one, John. Google Maps API, obviously. I'm not sure, John. Have you looked for plugins? Yeah, so Hamad, pop your question in there, okay? Hey, Inderpreet, how are you? How you doing? Do you like the... Hey, by the way, do you like the look of this table? Flipping heck, I keep hitting him. Do you like the look of this table? This is like the stuff I used here. It's just self-adhesive film. This is an IKEA table. I got this wooden effect. It's quite nice because it's got a texture to it. There's actually a texture on it. And I've just stuck it down all over my table. So I get this nice wooden effect, which I quite like. It's quite nice, rather than the white table. It's a bit like this. This is just self-adhesive concrete film. Flipping heck, R2. And over there, it's just this is just plywood. Right, it's plywood. You can see, look, if I do that, you can see the two wood pieces next door to each other. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's it's from Wilkinson's. There's a bit of a pusher, and you just do it in step by bit. And you know what? There is no air bubble. There's no air bubble on here as well. Look, there's no air bubbles at all. Love it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Wow, Stanley, 65, you know, and you kind of go, sometimes though, a lot of people add in a plugin and they forget to remove it. And when you're now working on their website, like one client, we took over their website. Their previous developer had like 30 plugins. Right now, they've only got 9 plugins. We've gone from 30 to 9. And I said to them, do you know what all of these are for? Like, no. So I had to go through painstakingly to check, if I take this off, is it going to break the website? Is there something I don't know in the back end? It's weird. Well, you see, the thing is, right, there's a window there. So this wall is here, right? It is parallel to my arm. This is the back wall. So it's like that. Oh, you joined the group. Okay, let me just approve you. Sorry, let me just approve you. Are you sure you joined it? Not getting any approval messages yet. But then it... Oh, no, hold on. Here it is. Yeah, got your message. Approved, approved. Approved Stanley as well. Gabriel, Tom, Maddie, Nigel, and Ed. Sorry if you guys were waiting to be approved. Because I'm on here. I wasn't looking at the list and stuff like that. But yeah, I love this table. So Artif, what's he written there? Oh dear, Artif, really? You got to do the coding. I do. Do you know something? I hate it when there's I hate it when there's like a plugin or a solution, and then it says, but you got to do your own coding. And I sort of go, well, that's a bit cheeky, isn't it? I came here for a solution. I found a solution, but I've got to do the coding myself. What's that all about? You know? Yeah, nice one, Stanley. Saw your name come in there as well. Yeah, I mean, I've seen many websites that I've worked on or taken over, and they've got so many plugins, and you just sort of go, why? Why have you got these on? Yep, take care, Paul. Take care, Paul. Yep, no probs, mate. I'm looking forward to that. Remember, for those of you that joined on like 2 hours ago, this is the special behind the scenes live chat where I was recording 7 videos, and I made loads of mistakes during those videos. I didn't swear, but I wasn't happy during one of them. Now, we have been live for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I am going to cut the live in 6 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm going to cut the... Why did I say 6? So if anyone's got anything they want to discuss while we are live, please go for it now. Nice one, Gary. Hey, Andrew, you've not missed anything, all right? It was just, again, recording 7 more videos. If you're planning to build a mega menu in Elementor, please do watch the latest video we released, which was the mega menu. No plugin, just Elementor Pro. Away you go. Super easy, super cool to do. Hey, Matt, how are you? I'm only going to be live for 4 more minutes, Matt, but I hope you're okay. Don't worry, Matt. Don't worry. My weekend was okay. I spent most of yesterday... You take care, Jimmy. I spent most of yesterday planning my videos. In fact... I had a bigger list, and then on Saturday and Sunday I got a bit angry because some of the videos I wanted to create, my solutions weren't good, or they weren't working well. Yes, so Soren, Soren, can I be really cheeky and ask you to email me with admin access to your website, Soren? Only if you want, free of charge. can you email me with a link with admin access just so I can have a look? Is that okay? You don't have to, by the way. All right, you don't have to. But if you could, that would be great. If you could. Oh man, Andrew, do you know what? I'm always, what's the word? Amazed and enlightened by what you're up to, like decking, recording, filming, Netflix, going to the movies with your kids. Or was it your daughter? Was it one daughter? I think you said one. And now you're stapling bits of paper together. No, Soren, I would just like to have a double check. I believe you in what you said you'd done. I just want to have a look at the preloading aspect of it, if that's okay. Yeah, just want to double check. Right, okay, everyone. I am going to cut the live in about 1 minute. So, Soren, you've got my email, info@websquadron.co.uk. I look forward to that. Holland, if you're still online or not, I will have a look at that Apple video and I will have a think about it. Do you know something, Andrew? I watched Love and Thunder and I was a bit like this with it. It did make me laugh. It did make me laugh in places. And I thought the Russell Crowe scene was probably the funniest bit of the entire movie. I thought Russell Crowe was hilarious with his Greek accent. However, I jot down and then I stick them on my magnet board. Stick them on my magnet board. Right, any good AI software for blogging? Yeah, Bertha.ai, Manaf. Bertha.ai. But change the words when you get the words, okay? Change the words. Okay, change the words. Don't just use what words it gives out to you. Mix them around a little bit and stuff like that. Right, I am going to say goodbye now to everyone. Bertha AI Manaf, okay, if you didn't hear that already. Don't forget to hit like, because it does help with YouTube. I'm now going to just hopefully see Soren's website in a moment when he emails me. Have a look at that Apple one from Holland. Edit some videos. And then just get back in touch with a few clients about some stuff. All right, everyone. Take care. And again, well done, Artif, on the code Snippets, joining that team. Well done, my friend. That's a pretty, well done. Right, okay, everyone. Take care. See you all soon. Bye.